guys, it's Bree and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. So I totally stole that from my favorite YouTuber, Peter Mon. If you haven't, you need to check out his videos because he is hilarious. Seriously, I have to just fill you in on the last 10 months or so of my life. But yeah, my favorite YouTuber is Peter Mon. On some of my darkest days this past year, he has provided so much joy in my life. So I'm definitely gonna link him down below. You really need to check him out because he is fabulous. Let's do an update and talk video. Get ready because it is quite a lot. So I know you guys are going to ask, so I guess I will cross that bridge first. I ended my relationship. I'm sure if any of you follow me on Instagram, you know that. And I am very public with my life, my relationships, so I might as well be public with what happened. Sometimes when a male and female are very best friends, you think, hey, this would be a perfect relationship and let's try to throw romance into this beautiful, wonderful relationship. And sometimes it's amazing and great. And for me, I think the hardest part has been losing the friendship out of it. And of course, every time people try to make that leap, there is always that fear that you will lose that friend, and that's exactly what happened with me. I ended up losing one of my very best friends in trying to add romance into a friendship, and you can't have romance without passion. And we tried really hard, and it just, we were better off as friends. And I was in like kind of a fragile place. I wanted new things in my life. I wanted new hobbies, and I had this moment with one of my best friends and photographers, Brian Wright, and I sat in my car before a photo shoot. I was supposed to go meet him, and I sat in my car. I turned on worship music. This is probably a lot you guys don't know about me. I turned on worship music and I prayed. And I asked God to deliver me in a different direction. And I said that I was ready for a healthy relationship that had everything, that had passion and really great sex and friendship and trust. And I just like sat there in prayer for a good hour and I said, amen. Brian drove up in his car, and 10 minutes later, I met my current boyfriend. Literally, sometimes you just have to ask God for what you want and be very specific in what you're asking for, and God gives it to you. And 10 minutes later, I got locked out of this photo shoot, and around the corner comes my current boyfriend. I'm like, ooh, I got locked out because I suck at life. And he had a key. And it kind of worked out. So, new relationship this year. And again, with another thing that I asked God was for a new direction. And that direction took me away from YouTube for a while. I got into cosplay. And I will tell you, I was the first one to say that cosplayers were losers, nerds, stupid, pathetic. Every bad thing you can say about it, I said, because my little brother has been into it since he was a little kid. And I made fun of him so bad, so bad. I was like, oh, you're going to that nerd convention. Well, I guess God has a way of punishing you for making fun of people, because my boyfriend was super into cosplay and he was like, you really should get into it. And I was like, no, no way, not doing it. That's for losers. And God basically said, I'm gonna have to hit you over the head. I'm giving you a new direction. And that, I guess, is what he did. Because I was working out at the gym and I was stupid. It was my own fault. I fell holding a 45-pound weight, and that 45 pounds fell directly on my head. And I, at the time, was 87 pounds, taking 45 to the head. I had a horrible concussion and brain injury, and it was a lot more devastating than I thought it would be. And I went to the hospital. I had no eyesight from half my eye. I had no speech entirely. The worst headache I've ever experienced in my life. And there was an assault at the hospital because I was alone. I couldn't defend myself, so I was assaulted at the hospital. I'm not really gonna get into that, but I was in a very bad place for a very, very long time. After that, words would not come to my brain. I mean, it was a brain injury. So, and I also had severe, severe, severe light sensitivity. I lost me in this brain injury. I completely lost myself. So during that time, I was still early in dating my boyfriend, and he was like, hey, I know you don't want to do this cosplay thing, but what about making props? And at the time I was kind of binge watching that show Vikings, and he was like, well, why don't we make Viking props? So it's not necessarily cosplay, it's just making props. See, that's how they get you. That's how you get hooked. And since I couldn't go outside, couldn't really do anything, I was suffering from severe, severe headaches, he 3D printed these props, and we started doing it together, and we ended up making 5 different props. It was a process, but it was the only thing that kind of took me out of my head and out of the horror of what happened to me. And you guys already know I have PTSD from my childhood, and I was in such a severe, severe dark place, and he kind of took me out of it by introducing me. I'm sorry about my dog barking. He probably sees a squirrel or an evil leaf or something. But I got into cosplay, of course. Like, I make the props, and he's like, okay, I'll get you a costume. Let's do something. And at the time, I had just discovered my 23andMe, and I'm Norwegian and Asian. What? That's so cool. I was so pumped. The Asian part, because, you know, Asian's my favorite food. So I found my 23andMe, and I was like, I'm Norwegian, I'm Viking people, I'm also Sami tribe and a Native American. Would you expect that from this face? No way. So we decided to do Vikings for our first cosplay, and I guess that was my gateway drug, because if you check out my Instagram, Bree from New Orleans, I do a lot of cosplay now, like a lot. Seriously, I have an entire costume closet in 10 months. How did that happen? I don't know. But I got super into it. I was going to conventions, like excited about going to conventions. And this whole thing that I made fun of for years and years and years, I loved. Absolutely loved. And with that, I started doing more photo shoots and meeting cosplay photographers, and I've always modeled, but I started doing cosplay modeling, and I got really into it and really, really loved it. And from there, it just went deeper. So my friend Michael Garza suggested doing Disney princesses, and I have never been that girl. I have never been, like, I was the chick that loved The Craft and like dark and twisty things. I was not like into Disney princess stuff as much, but he suggested it, and I was like, okay, just for you, I'm gonna get a couple of costumes. And somehow I ended up doing it as a job. So throughout this year, I have done princess parties. Again, something I said I would never, ever, 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 ever do. And I went back to voice lessons, started singing again, because I am a theater girl at heart. So dressing up and pretending to be somebody else has always been inside there. But doing it all the time, every day, 24/7, I guess I need that little boost to get me to do it. So my camera just died. But I started doing princess parties for a living. So now I'm available. If you guys need a princess for a party, I will gladly show up and entertain you. And this past month, I got into a car accident. I was not driving. I was actually on a shuttle, and a car hit the shuttle right by where I was sitting, and my knee is out of commission again, which really sucks. So as of today, I'm filming, I have almost no use of my left leg. So I don't know if I'll need surgery yet. They still have to read the MRI. But yeah, so lots of sitting down activities, which is what brought me full circle. My birthday was over the weekend, and I got all kind of cool stuff from the boyfriend, and I wanted to do a review. Here again, full circle. This is how I started YouTube. In the beginning, there was a product, and I wanted a really good review and to see how it works and if it was worth the money. And this happened again. And maybe it was time that I slowed down with cosplay for a little bit and needed to be still. So here again, my leg is totally useless at the moment. I'm even filming this, I am in so much immense pain, like so much, but I'm gonna put a smile on my face and I'm gonna fight through it and do physical therapy if and when that is needed, which it will be, seeing as how I cannot walk at all. I'm on crutches, I'm in a huge brace, but full circle, I can sit and I can film videos. So that has been my last 10 months. But I will be filming. I can sit down and do tutorials as long as the pain is not so bad that I have been crying, which that has been almost my last 2 weeks. But my injury is your gain, because you'll get more videos out of me, and that is sort of my birthday resolution, is to get back to YouTube, because obviously I can't pose, can't model, can't walk around conventions. So here we go. Back to YouTube, back to my roots. It's been a nice break, but I have missed you guys, and I'd love to keep in touch with y'all. So questions, comments in the bottom bar. I love you guys so much. Thank you to everybody that has had my back this year. It has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, but I feel like aside from the current leg situation, I'm in a better place and I'm ready to get back to filming. And I don't have my editing computer anymore. That was one of the casualties of the breakup. He kept my editing computer, so my editing is going to suck. So don't say anything about it, because I know I've gotta learn a new software or I don't know, but this is what I have to work with for now. Seriously, I'll kick your butt if you say the editing sucks. I know it's gonna suck. It's going to for a little while until I can figure out what to do, but I have time now and I can sit and I can learn. So that is gonna be maybe my next couple of months, sitting, learning new things. You know, there has been so much drama with the beauty community. I started doing videos, what, 10 years ago? Is it 10? Is it more than that now? A long time, a very long time ago. And I really was getting fed up with YouTube because of all of the drama and BS, and it seemed so fake to me. Everyone had YouTube agents, and it wasn't just a girl liking products and showing you how they worked. And that's why I started. That is the root of why I started YouTube. And now it has become, you know, lifestyles of the rich and famous, and getting to go on trips, and Jeffree Star won't review Kat Von D because they have a beef, and Manny MUA won't review Jeffree Star because they have a beef, and it's all these like pseudo celebrities that hate each other. And I love watching the tea, especially now since I have nothing better to do with my life, and I feel like now with all of the drama and BS is happening in the beauty community now, it has maybe opened a space, and people are going to start watching the old school beauty YouTubers like me, just a girl sitting in your room talking about products. That's what I want to do. I want to come back and be a good beauty YouTuber for you guys, because I have the knowledge and I have a lot to say. So I'm back, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I know I already tried to end it like 20 times. Whatever. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.